Hi, my name's Melissa Hill, and this is my pitch for Unit 40, Part 4. To begin with, we're gonna do with my treatment. So, the title's called Summer Love. It's a romantic drama. It's going to be filmed in HD. The running time will be 128 minutes. So, the idea is that there's two people that used to go to school together in Spain and in a place called Gibraltar, and over time they grow apart and the girl moved away, and then eventually they meet again when they go on holiday in Gibraltar, and then they have a whole English summer of romance, which is what the idea is. So there's 4 key scenes that I've written down. So Catherine, who's the protagonist, Catherine has a morning routine. She sees her clients, meets her friend for lunch, and then she gets dumped by her boyfriend. So that's not a good start. There's a bit of drama. Scene 2 is when they go on holiday, and then scene 3 is where they bump into Dylan, which is the other protagonist. And then Dylan surprises Catherine for the summer together of love, and then some more drama will happen on later on. So I've got a character list there. So Catherine, 22 years old. She's a wedding photographer from London. She is really work driven. She doesn't have any kids. She did have a boyfriend, but obviously that's gone now. She has a little brother that she looks after as if he was her son, because their parents died in an accident when they were younger. Dylan, he is the other protagonist. He is 23. He's a pilot from Gibraltar. He grew up in Gibraltar, born in Ireland, grew up in Gibraltar. He's got no kids, no relationship either, but he's very maternal and desires a relationship and kids. Amanda is Catherine's best friend. She is Amanda's sister and best friend from secondary school. She's a really enthusiastic and a bit of a party animal, but she does have her down times you see in the film, but this is how she is throughout the whole thing. And Riley is Catherine's younger brother, and he's 8 years old. You see him quite a lot, but he isn't a big role in the thing. So next up is the budget. So I have gone for £15 million. It's not a lot, but at the same time it's an independent little film, so you don't need that much money. So the actress's name is about Evelyn Lynch. I'm probably going to give her as a protagonist, so probably give her $100,000 plus a couple % of the profits. Georgia King, probably the same, 50 grand, and then because Alexandra Day is only 12 years old, you're only getting $5,000 plus 1% of the profits. And then the new crew. The crew would be £200 a day, and if I did it for 501 days, it's £100,000. Director is £376,000. Sounds and lighting, I've worked out to be 80 grand, and 80k, and 60k. I'll also be paying for screenplay writing, advertising, catering, music copyright, cinematography, other minor producers, health assistants, first aiders, other minor directors, cast majority, and sponsors. Up next is production schedule. What I've done here is an example of one scene, but I'm going to discuss as if it was the whole film. This is an easy way of me remembering. So the main cast are going to be Evelyn Lynch, Ed Westwick, Georgia King, Alexander Ayes, and I can't remember his name right now. I think his name is Michael Schoster. So this is everything I've got so far. So throughout the whole of the film, there won't be any big major stunts like flying out of a car or anything like that, but there will be him flying a plane. Big difference, I know, but that's how it will be. So the stunts for this scene obviously is NA, but for the whole film he'll be flying a plane with Catherine, the main protagonist, in it with her. And extras, there'll be a lot of extras. There'll be the waiters, the people in the hotel, the people just walking around, because it's meant to be London, so it's meant to be quite busy. So that's how I'm going to have it, but they're all going to be extras. They're not going to be real people, because I don't want people to think like they're being filmed without their permission. The atmosphere will be quite, well, mostly up and high and really up there and really happy and really in a romantic moment. But there'll be three moments in this film that'll be quite down, where especially when Amanda gets broken up with her boyfriend, when Dylan and David get head to head, fighting for Catherine's love, and then they end up neither of them getting them for a bit. And then the flashback of Riley and Catherine losing their parents in a car crash, which is pretty horrific, and that'll be quite upsetting for a couple of viewers, because a lot of people probably have gone through that before in their life. Special effects, I don't think there'll be any. I think the only special effects there might be is possibly in the plane. If I can't, obviously the budget's quite low, so if there's no way of being able to film in the plane itself, then we possibly might have a plain figure of the inside and have a green screen to make it look like they're actually flying. Props, there'll be loads of types of props. So there'll be, especially in this scene, there's cocktail glasses, sunbeds, shades, tables, towels, sunblocks, shaded umbrellas, all of that. So there will also be the photographer, because she's a photographer. She will have a camera, she'll have a tripod, she'll have a light set. There will be loads and loads and loads of props, though I physically couldn't name every single one of them that'll be in the film. Wardrobe, again, very, very widespread, but there I have narrowed it down a little bit for my three main characters, Amanda, Catherine, and Dylan. They all have their special wardrobe that I have designed for them, which should roughly keep consistency. Vehicles and animals. So there'll be vehicles. So there'll be cars. There will be there will be cars. There'll be cars. There'll be a plane, and there will be a motorbike, because Catherine rides a motorbike. Amanda drives a car, and so does Dylan. But also Dylan flies a plane. So they will be the vehicles. There will be no animals at all. Sound, obviously there will be the protagonists and the actors talking. There will be background music when there's silent scenes. There will be that's gone now. But there'll be other things as well that you'll be able to hear, like music and background music in the actual scene, also music in the actual that they can't hear. Special equipment will be mostly using throughout the film camera, a tripod, lighting, and I would like to use a drone, especially when we're doing the shot of London and all that kind of stuff. Extra information, there isn't really any extra information to this. That's about it. So we're going to go over here. That's just a bit of information. There's certain things going to be in the Rock Hotel. So the launch date, I have chosen the 14th of February. 14th, it's a romantic film, so what's the better day than the day of love? Because it's the most romantic day of the year to some people, and a lot of girlfriends drag out their boyfriends or potential dates to the cinema. So yeah, right. Proposed cast list. So Evelyn Lynch, that's her. She's going to play Catherine. She has been in Harry Potter. She was playing Luna, I think that character's name is, and a bit wacky. But I think this would really suit her because she's quite placid and young and energetic. So I think she'll really suit this role. Dylan will be played by Ed Westwick. He is very well known in America for his Chuck Bass role in Gossip Girl. Although he was very well known then, he isn't very well known here. They're both British British actors and actresses, so they're all British actually. So it's quite funny how he's not known, even though he's quite popular in America because of Gossip Girl. But yes, I think he would really suit this role because he has a natural charm to him when he acts, and that's the point of Dylan. Dylan's got a natural charm to him. This is Amanda. She is being played by Georgia King. Georgia King is, I think I've only ever seen her be played in her roles or ever been in a chick flick and a romantic film, and she's just so good at playing the best friend, so I really think she'll be a very good best friend to my protagonist Catherine, and that's why I want to use her, because she's really bubbly and enthusiastic. That's Riley. That is Alexander A's. He is a young child actor, and he doesn't, I've never seen him before in my life, and I just had to Google him up and Google things about him, and he's played in a few roles and a few things, but I've never actually seen his acting, but everyone's worth a shot. And then, yes, Michael Socha, that's what I meant. David. He's actually getting a bit famous in England at the moment. He's not really famous, but he's getting there. He played Aliens, and he's played a few other, he was in Once Upon a Time as well, for a brief moment. He's still not that big and famous yet, so I think this will be a good role for him. My target audience is 12 years and above. This is not going to be a violent film. There's going to be no sex and nudity. There will be references, but that is about it. The references will not be understood by younger minds, but it will be understood by older minds, and possibly 12-year-olds, depends on how bright they are or how much they know from college and school. So there'll be no drugs, there'll be no smoking, there'll be very mild swearing. There will be one violent scene, but that'll be a little punch-up between David and Dylan, but it'll be pretty much like a Bridget Jones thing, where they just kick each other and pull each other's hair, but it's actually not gory or violent at all. It's just a bit silly. That's pretty much how it'll be. So next, sample materials. So fonts. This is for the beginning of the of the film. The font that will come up. I've come to the conclusion that I really like Clementine Sketch, which is this one here. I really like Master of Break, which is this one here. I think that one's really romantic. I really like Q Fontier. I don't think I said that right, but here it is. Pointy, which is this one. And Script Mid Bold. I like that one too. And I think I'm going to go for Master of Break. And that is my decision here. This is a picture of London, and here's my font. That's what I want, roughly. Obviously, it's a bit difficult to do on PowerPoint, but this is roughly what I want to do. So this is Catherine. This is what I want her to wear. So, quite boyish, but not really boyish. A leather jacket, a normal t-shirt, plain jeans, and some boots. I think she'll really suit this kind of look. It shows she's strong and independent, and she knows her own mind. That's pretty much what I'm doing. So going off here, she will wear these glasses. They'll be reading glasses, so they won't always be on her face, but they will be there, and they will be shown quite a few times. She will have this heart. This heart will represent her parents and their death and the unfortunate of it. But this is quite sentimental to her, and it will have a meaning throughout the film. Her makeup will be very natural. She won't have anything dark and heavy and over the top. It will be very, very natural. Her hair, she'll have waves like this, but the colour of this, I think it'll be a very nice, unique colour, and I think a lot of people would look up to it. So that's the overall. She has a boyish but feminine charm. She wears jewellery, has makeup on but not a lot, wears mostly leathers and jeans, but when she goes on holiday, instead of wearing a bikini like Amanda would, she would wear a swimsuit. It just shows that she's not that girly. So up next is Amanda. This is Amanda. She'll be quite a girly girl. She'll be always wearing dresses and jewellery, and all will be red and lovely and gorgeous and stuff. And she'll have like red pumps all the time, or she'll always have matching. Everything she wears will be matching clothes, and that's just how she's going to be. This is going to be her makeup. It's going to be quite red and quite dark, but not over the top. It's just not what I'm like. So this is how it's going to be. This is going to be the style. So this is going to be the colour. I think blonde is really good for this character, because blondes are normally quite bubbly, and I'm not saying anyone else isn't, but that's how they're known. She'll wear hoop earrings because they look nice, and I think it really suits her character. So that's the overall. She's really girly, and there's nothing wrong with that. So this is Dylan. Dylan will wear a crisp white shirt and some black jeans with a nice leather belt. That's how I want him to look. He clearly has a lot of money, but doesn't have a wife or kids because he can spend it. So he has a Rolex watch. That's what he's going to have. And we're going to show he's got a Rolex watch, and show he's got a lot of money. And he's going to be one of his characters with a really posh new phone. And Amanda and Catherine won't have that much. So he will have a wristband. This is sentimental as well, which is how Amanda and Dylan are going to bond when they meet up again. He's going to have some stubble, so not messy, but a bit layered on his face, and I think that will really show his masculinity as well as his sensitive side. He's going to have some posh trainers. That's what he's going to wear, because, again, he's got a lot of money and he can spend it. This is going to be hair nice and fluffy, not too long, not too short, because he's going to show his masculinity again. And yeah, so this is him. This is what he's going to look like. This is what he's going to wear. And I think this is perfect for him and his character. So this is set design 1. This is for a couple of scenes. I can't do set design for every single scene. That would just take me forever. But this is for example, the opening scene. This is going to be Catherine's bedroom. Right here's Catherine's bedroom. It's going to be Catherine's ensuite. And she's going to have an apartment, so it's going to be right next to each other. And that's going to be it. And then set design 2. Oh, sorry. This is my second set design. So this is going to be one of the clients. This is an idea of a client, or possibly a house they visit, or Dylan's house. I was thinking more Dylan's house. And it just shows, again, a lot of money. He's got a big living room. He's got 2 cupboards or 2 doors leading into something here. And he's got stairs to go up here. And he's got more things over here, but no one can actually see what's there. So it just shows he's got lots of money. Up next is set design 3. So this is when they're on holiday. This is very simple. There's 2 sunbeds, a sun thing. And we'll bring that back. And then a swimming pool. That's just pretty much it. So that is the ending of my pitch, and my candidate number is 9335, and this is Melissa Hill, and this is my Unit 40 Part 4 pitch for my UK Film Studies film, Summer Love.